Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Mom.
Good morning, JY.
Good morning, Kalda.
Snap kayo sa messenger, ma'am.
Ala. Sabukan po kayo.
Ay, dagway JY.
I-evaporate.
Ay, i-precipitate na.
Hello, while waiting for others, I would like to try this one. Charot. Let's try to
Yes,
view
ma'am.
some video if madungog na ba siya ang sani, tawag ani? Ang audio niya. Let's try.
Sige, ma'am.
For a while. Let's see. Let me share screen first. Tara. Can you hear that?
Ah, yes, ma'am. Doon ka na, ma'am.
Yes, Ma'am.
Okay, sige. Lights. Kadlok ba rin ko ano?
Hala na si Baka. Good morning, Baka.
Iso gani mo baka mo eh.
Isog man kayo, Baka. Chill lang.
Chill lang, tada rin napita.
Brighten up your day, Baka.
Hi, Mom.
Hello,
Hello.
good morning.
Ito, oy. Rasa
Good
man yun si
morning,
Auntie.
Good morning.
Most punctual. Most punctual si Auntie. Oy, ganahan ko sa mong background, Bakang. Ganoon sa na mo, Bakang.
Ay, of course, mas punctual ko.
Bukid lagi ang background.
Taga-bukid po di sud pod.
Ang way daw.
Ay, ay, tinuod din.
Ma'am, lag ba yan kayo, Ma'am?
Tinuod din na background. Abi nung press na kay ma'am.
Lamay ko sa kawayanan, Ma'am.
Sige, go. Laban. Okay, so kita naman takabok, B. We'll wait for at least half the number of the class. You're all 20. So at least 10 magsunod rin. Okay, so we're filling up. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Wala. Sige, YouTube. Uy, nakaradyo-radyo na ito. Watch me back. Watch me back. Watch me back. Watch me back. Jiwa, nakapasa, nakakachanan.
Nakapasa.
Nakapasa?
Na.
Pati, Hello, so proud of you, girl. Pati ESP?
Di ra ba ka
Tapos na ba?
tubag pangutan-on, lain kay ka. Lagot ra ba ko nimo, promise.
Dahil, naning di ate ko, dahil compose ng mga words, so dili kita ka makuha, dahil.
Wow, hagi. Tawagan ti ka another. Ay, mama.
Ay,
Ayaw ko
nagpanta.
kuha na. Basig lahi mo gi-compose di words.
Ay, chika
Kadaro
mo.
ka.
Energy.
Himala lagi nakaligo ka karon.
Of course. To brighten up the day.
Friday of the day. Huy, aha na makabakang.
Eggy. Joey, pilihan yung radyo, Joey.
Diba? Minsan man yung Jeff.
Party na lang ta direkta.
Ala, no? Hello.
Hello. Hello, good morning. Can you please mute your microphone.
Mute tagay.
I-mute tagamay ha. And then kindly change your names if you can to your real name sa screen. Kaya dili na ko makita. Maabsinan jud ta mo. Una pa Galaxy A10. Kinsa man ang si Galaxy A10? Kinsa man
Bakang
ni
na
si
bang.
Del? Kinsa man ni
Ako
si
mga,
Del?
ako.
Oh, kinsa nang Del? Hello
Ano na si
Del.
Genevieve?
Okay, so we are almost a half of the class. Okay, so while you are doing your business, changing your names, Dell and Galaxy A10, no? For latecomers, good morning. Kindly turn off your mic or mute them as much as possible. Okay. All right. So welcome back to my channel, everyone. Vlogging man di ay. Anyway, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Okay, so this is our probably second or third meeting, virtual meeting, and I hope you guys can still
Third ma'am.
third. Okay, third. Do catch up with this one, no? And I would like to suggest for the rest of the reporters, kanang mas maayo nga mag-video na lang mo para dili
Lagi.
ta
Pwede
madugay.
magtanga.
Kaya parehani si Bakang
Nag-video ko.
mag-report siya niya dayon. Oh, hello Bakang, good luck.
Lagi ma'am, very lang.
Oh, sige, dayon. Ang mas maayo bitaw, you can just kanang screen record ang inyong PowerPoint and then I have mag-voice over.
Online ka na, no?
Oh, palihog kong mute sa cellphone, sa mic. Palihog kong mute sa mic, Canera, thank you. And then, moto siya, isa lang siya sa akong email, especially sa next coming reporters. But anyway, let's go start our discussion since we have limited time. So, in the previous, I will go share my screen now. In the previous, kindly mute your mic, thank you. In the previous lectures that we have conducted so far, we have talked about you've learned about what is remedial instruction in English, what is our subject basically, and we also conducted several activities and assignments, and I've extended the deadline for those. And in this subject, Mangod, it's very important for you to understand what this course is, to be able for you as future teachers to know how to adjust to your future students, because let's accept the fact that not all students, okay, have the same level of understanding, have the same level of knowledge or intelligence. Nagid uban nga behind. That's why we have this remedial instruction in English, for us to be able to, take advantage of our role as a teacher, as a facilitator, to teach those behind students para po makasabay sila ba sa ilahang peers. Like for example, in elementary, it's very prominent nga ang mga students dili gyud tanan parehag level, especially if nasa mute your mic please, if naa siya sa section E or sa last section siya sa grade for example. And then napud uban makabantay mo di ba nga mobalik sila o grade kay dili sila ka move forward sa ilang year level. That's why we have this remedial instruction in English course for you to be able to know how to cope. Hello Miming. How to help your students, okay? Kanang mo take advantage sila ani nga program, remedial program para makasabay sila sa ilahang peers. And it's quite easy to kanang very siguro easy siya paminawon nga. Sige, tabangan na tong student para ma-next siya sa sabay siya sa iyahang mga grade level, mga classmates niya. But it's not. There are some considerations nga i-consider na to. Considerations gani. Consider na to para pod matabangan na to ang student nga makakon siya. Sa tawag gani, sabay siya sa iyang mga peers. So, we have talked about in the previous lessons, no, that, wait lang for a while, or for the previous lectures, we talked about what is curriculum? Why do we have to know curriculum? Of course, you know what curriculum is. What is the objective basically of remedial instruction in English? It's to help students to cope with the, what you call this? To cope with the, can you see the screen, everyone? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
very well. Okay, so the objective of remedial instruction, remedial teaching, basically, is to provide learning support to our students. And we have principles of helping pupils with learning difficulties. But before that, who are these students who have learning difficulties? So basically, these are pupils, okay, which have poor memory or kanang makaingon ka nga siguro for some makaingon nga jugo-jugoans pero dili gid siya, poor lang yung memory, and then short attention span and are easily distracted by other things. Especially it's difficult for teachers who are teaching SPED or the special program for special children. No, we have that like in City Central na siya, especially mga bata nga na autism and other mental disorder or yes, like that. And relatively poor comprehensive power. Kanang, ha? Ma'am? Unsa na? Kanang, ana bitaw? And then, others have lack of learning motivation. No? Kanang, ang uban, mas pila lang kay para maka-escape sa problema sa balay or some sort. And then, some have lack of self-confidence. Kanang, ulawon kayo and relatively low self-expectation. And some would have weak in problem-solving power. Kanang slow gyud siya mo process of mga problem-solving skills. And then some have failed to grasp information effectively and mix things up easily. And some of this would refer to dyslexic na person, kanang ma-kuan bitaw niya ang words, ma-jumbled niya ang letters in a word, that's why ma-mispronounce niya sometimes or ma-misspell niya. And some children or some students have difficulty in understanding new or abstract concepts, especially kanang mga younger ones pabitaw. And then some also fail to transfer knowledge to the related learning areas appropriately, and some need more time to complete assignments or tasks. Okay, so these are pupils or students who we consider students that really needs our learning support and systematic training to develop their generic skills like interpersonal relationship, communication, problem solving, self-management, self-learning, independent thinking, creativity, and use of information technology. So some think that this problem is just for primary school students because basically that's where all started, mano. Kung asa ta gituluan ng sa nga concept sa apple, unsay concept sa dog, unsay concept ani nga word nga dog, unsay concept ani nga word nga cat. So something it's for primary school students lang, but it also applies to secondary students like mga grade 7. Kana itong behind na jud kaayo siya sa nga tanan. So it's applicable to all levels of the primary and secondary students. So now let's proceed to the next topic, which is what are the principles? Okay, what are the principles of helping pupils with learning disabilities? Okay, so we have actually 10 principles in helping pupils with learning disability. First is teaching preparation. Of course, it's normal for teachers to prepare for their lessons. But before preparing for their lessons, remedial teachers should identify pupils' diverse learning needs as soon as possible. That's why it's very important to conduct diagnostic tests. It's very important to conduct diagnostic tests. What are diagnostic tests? Pwede written, pwede listening, pwede speaking, pwede writing. Okay, most of the time in primary remedial courses or program, they deal with the 4 macro skills. Okay, the teaching, listening, speaking, writing, and what's the fourth one? speaking, listening, writing, and reading. Okay, so they deal with the 4 macro skills. And
The
so
teacher
that
with
Mhm.
the
so that they may design appropriate teaching plans to facilitate pupils' effective learning. Okay, second, devise various learning activities. So dili pwede nga taga-adlaw magpa-quiz lang si ma'am, ha? It's very important to have diverse or varieties of learning activities for pupils because they have different characteristics in learning. And there is also different learning activities with the same teaching objectives to develop pupils' varied abilities and skills in problem solving. Okay? So for example, for today, magpadula kanila. O kanang, what is this? Then magkanang competition sila on sining adulan and the like. The third principle is to design meaningful learning situation. Okay, I know most of you know that in teaching and learning process, it's very important to teach children, okay, meaningful learning situation. Kanang magamit nila sa real life interaction. Okay, same with remedial teachers. They should specifically design meaningful learning situations. Agoy, Mike, please ko sa mic, kinsa nagahilak. Language, kinsa na. Kinsa na, uy. Uy, palihog ko sa mic. Palihog ko mute sa mic. Uy, kinsa na, uy.
Kinsa man na.
O, palihog ko mute sa mic. Okay, makuratan ta. Sige, salamat kaayo. Sige, let's continue. Okay. And then, fourth principle, teaching approaches. No, it's very important to vary our teaching approaches. So some of our teaching approach might not work on some students, some might work on some students. So they have to teachers of remedial program may teach new concept from different perspective by various approaches so that pupils can grasp the meaning or the ideas through meaningful and repeated illustrations. Okay, as teachers, we have to remember that. The fifth is to provide clear instructions. Okay, so pupils with learning difficulties are less competent in understanding written language, especially not just written language but also spoken language, especially pag paspas na mo storya, no? Okay, class, good morning. Here today we are going to discuss about blah 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 blah. Okay, so it's very wrong to talk about fast in front of our students. Next, summarize the main points. No, it's very important before you start the class and after you end, before you end the class, or before you start the class and before you end the class, it's very important to summarize the main points, especially what are they going to learn today. Before the start of the class, after the class, what did you learn today? And then review and review over and over the main points that they have learned during that specific class. Para bitaw na ay retention, and at the same time, the students can repeat the main points in written and verbal form, which is also an effective way of learning. Okay, six, is this the sixth one? Enhance learning interest and motivation. Okay, sometimes teacher would give prizes or kanang magpadula, no? Or kanang mga, asa ni? Parahan ng stars. In primary schools, they always give stars to students or kanang snacks or chocolates. That's why ig magdemo, bitaw mo, kabantay mo, magdemo, magdala mo snacks, magdala mo chuchu. Kay in time nga magdemo, oh, kinsay maka-answer ani, tagaan ni teacher, gani, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Then seventh, I think this is a seventh, encourage pupils' active participation in class. Same with number 6, you enhance the learner interest and motivation by giving prizes or any kind of techniques and strategies that would help you make pleasurable learning experiences for students to enhance their interest in learning. The 8th is to focus on the learning process. Okay, sometimes teachers should not only focus on the transmission of knowledge. It is also important to see that pupils are benefited from the entire learning process. Okay? So ang usahay man gud ang teacher kay pag nakatulo na ko, okay na. Pero it's very important to check if the students have really benefited from the entire learning process. So teachers should provide ample opportunities in class pupils to practice and think what they have learned and allow them to solve problems by different means. It's very important. 9. Show concern for the performances of individual pupils. That's why it's very important put in remedial instruction programs or remedial programs. We have to talk to our students one by one. Okay, so pupils may encounter different problems in their studies. Therefore, teachers should carefully observe the learning process of individual pupils in class whenever necessary. So they should provide individualized remedial teaching before and after class. Kapoy siya, pero worth it siya because you can specifically understand, no, or you know where and what to develop in a specific learner or specific pupil or a specific student. Kay, as mentioned, lahi-lahi sila og learning og difficulties in learning. Okay? Copy?
Copy, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So I hope you're listening, no? Because we have activities after the reporting. But before we go to our next our next reporter, let's watch this video. Okay, I will share to you my screen again, and then watch this video for it's just why is it 2 hours? For a very short span of time. It's about a kid, no, who have learning difficulties. Oh, manok. And let us go and watch it. Okay. Let me know if you can't hear the can you hear it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We share this space.
Not the movie, guys. Tanawa ang bata. Let's see what's the problem with him. Not the problem, difficulties in terms of learning.
मटर में मुंडी डालकर बैठा है 10 मिनट से बस रुका हुआ तेरे लिए चल क्या सुनाई नहीं देता हूँ तेरे को रोज तेरी वजह से लेट होता है चल चल भाई
For some, no, dili nila mabantayan ang problem sa ilahang bata. That's why for teachers, it's very important to be observant of our kids, of our students.
Every child is special, ma'am.
It's an Indian movie. I don't know. It's
Every child is
Tari
special.
Zamin Par. Kita na mo, ane?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so let's cut it short. It's 2 hours, Manggod, no?
आज एग्जाम पेपर मिलने वाले थे ना टीचर ने दिए इनू मैं क्या पूछ रही हूँ
Hey, idiot duffer! You don't fega. Jabi, ball leke aa, chal.
Okay, so it's 2 hours. Let's cut it from there. Okay, if you watch the video, okay, what happens after sa bata? In terms sa iyang education?
Pagsak siya, ma'am.
Bagsak siya tanan. Tanan?
Yes.
Okay, what
Except
happened?
sa arts.
Except sa arts. Dato siya maayo.
Yes.
Okay, so as teachers, it's very important to take notice of our students. Bahala pag mayon ka nga, ma'am, 60 ka buok ako estudyante, 50 ka buok, and so on. It's very important. That's why there is an advisor, no? Kada classroom or kada section para mabantayan niya iyahang mga students. And it's very important as well. Okay, so we don't have much time, so we had just have like 15 minutes left to end this meeting. So I will give the floor to our reporters. Are you all ready? Are you two ready? Absalon and Tani?
Bakang.
Bakang?
Wala si Bakang man na.
Asa na nga po
Alas.
siya?
Sana yung bakang mo.
Yako
Uy.
manok, ma'am.
Nagdako pag manok. Kabuang. Okay, so let's start with Absalon Hanera since she will be the first one to have the report about the process. The process of remedial teaching. Hello, girl.
Tara na, ma'am.
Okay, Absalon, hello. 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 Hello, hello, hello.
Ang mas baby girl.
Hello, girl. Natulog ka, girl. Good morning. Hanera. Hello. Hello, girl.
H naman si Hanera.
Huh?
What?
Oh, H siya. Ask to start video. Ask to unmute. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Wi-Fi.
Hmm? Oh, that's why when...
Ana si Anira kay video record daw yaha.
Lagi, asa man?
Video record daw.
Lagi, asa lagi? Oh, mag-video record ka. Dayon, asa man siya?
No, ni left.
Sit down niya, ma'am.
Oh, good, Ginoo ko. Oh, that's why I told you guys to send it
Ahead of time.
before our class. No?
Si Bakang na lang, ma'am.
Okay,
Lagi, go
anyway.
bakang.
Okay, before we proceed to Bakang, I provided the link, okay, for this, the one that I used for the discussion earlier. You can read her report, the process of remedial teaching. Basically, she will report this flow chart. And in the assignment and quizzes or essay, you are going to discuss this flow chart. No? So, don't worry, I have extended the deadline for the assignment and for the quizzes to give you more time, but the deadline is until July 1, 9 a.m. Okay? Okay, so now let's go
Yes, ma'am.
and listen to Julieta Bakang for her report on curriculum adaptation. Let's go, girl.
Go
Hello.
back.
Lali, pilit si Bakang.
Galaxy A10.
Uy, Galaxy
Good
A10.
morning, everyone.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, mute na ta, guys.
ano
Go,
talaga ito?
girl.
Tubuan niya.
Okay, go, girl. Start a girl.
Wala. Statue dance. Oh.
Curriculum adaptation is ongoing dynamic process that modifies and adapts the prescribed program of students to meet learning requirements of a student with special needs. So kani siya na curriculum adaptation, mo ni siya ang atong basihan karon pareha sa atong situation karon na we have adapt the online class na atong ginabuhat karon para kuan gyapon siya din ma-process ra gyapon ang atong kuan din continue ra gyapon ta bahalag na ay virus. So this curriculum adaptation or the remedial teachers also should adapt the curriculum to accommodate the learning characteristics, should adapt the curriculum so para maibawan na para ma-accommodate para ma-accommodate niya ang mga characteristic of this mga abilities sa students na where ay dili tanan nga na or more ay nanyo ko yun maka-adapt ani na curriculum which is the online class so dili tanan makakuano
Okay, girl.
so curriculum adaptation also is ma'am.
Okay, proceed.
There is no need to cover all. There is no need to cover all the contents in the textbook as well. Atong maestra nga dili tanan nga naa sa karon nga sa summer class na to is na-cover na to tanan kay tungod sa kanang atuwa pong situation karon na kuan ra atong kuan karon pero ganon pa man kay ato gyapon adapt ang new curriculum karon so teachers should make good useful teaching materials so ang atong ginabuhat karon nga ato ra jud lima ta makabuhat og para sa kana sa eskwelahan nga ay vision positively kuan jud sa klase kay face to face jud siya labaw nag-log imong data so lisod jud siya maka-catch up or maka-adapt ka sa mga kuan so we have 9 curriculum adaptation. The first one is the knowledge. The knowledge is this step identify knowledge goal are different from those of the other students in the class. What is the important thing is that the goal have meaning for the students and that the knowledge again will further his learning. So dili gyapon mawala ang atong knowledge kay kuan gyapon bahalag dili kay ta maka-adapt sa ano situation makakuan gyapon to sa atong main goal nga mahuman jud nato ni siya nga ato ang responsibilities nga whereas na makasabot ta sing dili na totally na makasabot jud to sa atong klase kay tungod sa kuan at least natin in this step identify how the students will taught and what tools will be used. What is important thing is that necessary adaptation are in place to ensure that the process is not obstacle to learning. So mo to siya. The third one is demonstration. In this step, identify how the students will demonstrate learning. What is important thing is that independently show hibot karon nga so mo ni akong way na ako ikuan akong learning through demonstration this kind of application. So the fourth so the nine types of curriculum adaptation, difficulty, participation, alternative online. 9 types of curriculum adaptation. Curriculum adaptation is very important form of professional development that promotes and builds understanding or key features of learning and teaching to improve students' learning target, lessons for deep enhancement where students can make sense of phenomena, data, or idea. So, importante yun na maka-adapt ka sa new core karon nga, which is the online class, kay para ma-continue gyapon o ma-process gyapon atong knowledge o atong knowledge of level na para balag na pandemya karon, pero ato gyapon gina-adapt ang kanang gikuan sa higher education or is the online class. Bahalag dili tanan maka-adapt aning kuan new curriculum, pero naningkamot gyapon lang kami maski kami o urban bahalag mahal ting load tig 50 ng adlaw, pero di pa amo gyapon gi-adapt kanina kuan kay mao man ni siya ang way nakapagkakaroon nga maka-attend. So, mato siya, ma'am.
Okay. Moto siya. Okay, so to summarize, what are the nine types you mentioned? Ano naman to siya?
9 types of curriculum adaptation.
Okay, what are those
Ma'am.
again?
Quantity, time,
Okay.
level of support.
All right, so I will go share it, the one that you mentioned.
Goal of teaching.
All right, so here it is, everyone, the one that Bakang has mentioned. So there are 9 types of curriculum adaptation. Okay, so these are all, mabasa ninyo na siya, and then at the same time, it's very understandable. I will share it sa Moodle Classroom, and then at the same time sa ato ang, what you call this? Sa ato ang GC for you to be able to review this one later. So this is the 9 types of curriculum adaptation. So there are different kinds. Quantity, meaning to say adapt the number of items. Time, adapt the time. Level of support. Input, difficulty, output, participation, alternative goals, and substitute curriculum. Or sometimes functional curriculum. So because not all the time, it's not all the time nga mo work with siya tanan. No? So we have to take several strategies and techniques to adapt to the curriculum. So thank you so much, Bakang. Yay! A round of applause. Okay, thank you so much. Very good. Well done. Okay, Absalon, I will wait for your video later, okay, para ma-upload na ako sa atong Moodle Classroom para makita sa inyong classmates. I will also be uploading this video probably sa Moodle Classroom or sa GC, whichever works out, para inyong ma-review ang na-discuss today, okay? Okay, show me the okay sign. Okay, and then okay, so that will be the 40 minutes. Yay!
Mana to?
Mara!
Kuan mo. Jiki, oy.
Mara siya.
Assignment para bata
Yeah,
o
Oo, daghan pa kayo mag-assignment. O kuan.
Sana
Anyway,
ang
oh,
report.
yes.
Extend.
Ha?
Elective po extend.
Sa Elective, no.
Turn down.
Hello,
Sa
di na ba
Elective,
Elective, ma'am?
Ajut lang, sa
Ba,
Elective,
assignment lang, ma'am?
ang sa
Assignment
assignment
lang,
ra
ma'am.
siguro ma-extend.
Sige
Aminaw
na.
sa...
Yes, yay! Assignment lang, ma'am.
Wala na tayo time pa. Paminaw sa ba? Okay, paminaw sa. Okay, we will talk about sa Elective nga klase. Pero for now, please do study and answer lectures, lecture 6, 7, 8, and Siri ang assignment sa lecture 6, lecture 7, assignment and essay, lecture 8, please answer I think this is essay lang, no? And then, please prepare for the long quiz on Wednesday, July 1.
Long quiz.
Long quiz siya sa Wednesday, July 1. Okay?
Ma'am, sa
Ilan pa
number
items, ma'am? 100 items?
Ma'am,
Ha?
dili mo i-open.
Sa?
Sa number 5 na please ba?
Dari, Elec
May
1,
open, ma'am.
mana, na-extend na nako tanan. Essay o assignment, extended tanan until July 1.